Mac. Oh my God, I need to sit here. That was awesome. Man, that is the same buck that came in and attacked mine last year. Oh, that was awesome. He came in and bedded down. He was over here about probably, I don't know, 60 yards at the most. That was unbelievable. He sat over here and this buck came in behind me. Another nice buck. He's just needs a couple more years. He comes in behind me and gets straight downwind of me. I thought he was going to bust me. Well, he comes out here and there's some does out here. He starts coming out here and starts to run them, and well, good enough, luckily for me, the does come this way. Well, the buck got up out of his bed over here and he thought he was the man, so he wanted to go out in the pasture and tell the other buck. But you know what? I thought he was going for good. And, I don't know why he wouldn't come back for them does. But I went ahead and hit the grunt call anyway. He came back and there's a scrape right behind me. I did not set this scrape up, but I do have some mock scrapes out here. I had to totally spin around. I never shoot standing up, hardly in the stand, and a lot of guys do, but I had to stand up, get the camera, the swinging arm, swing it clear around. It would have been impossible without it. He came over here and there was one branch I had to go through. I hit him a little bit high. It's got to be a good shot. I don't know. He's acting, he didn't go down right there, but he's going to go bed up. I think it's still in the vitals. I got to go back and review the shot and everything, but I'm going to slip out of here. That's a dang good buck. That's going to mean a lot to me if I can get that recovered, because I said that last year just joking around. I'd love to get in there and get after that buck, but that's him definitely. He just doesn't have the drop tines, but he is very typical. Nice buck. I'm going to back out of here right now, though, and get back. I can slip right out of here, and I'm going to probably, go look at the shot and review that and everything. I may have to get in here tomorrow after him. This is the Beast Joe shot last year. Actually, Joe was who I was talking about. I talked to there, and we saw that buck get up out of the draw. Do you have any luck coyote hunting though?
Yeah.
I heard one shot.
That was a shot, one over there.
Sweet. Well, we're getting ready to watch the footage and check it out, see what kind of hit I got. Joe saw a couple giants tonight too, so looking like they're up and moving.
Bucks are cruising this morning, man. I'm just ready to go do our recovery. Getting ready to meet Justin and Wade and my dad. We're going to go and hopefully recover the buck. And got a full moon, which is kind of crazy because last year that's exactly what the conditions were when I saw that buck after he came in and attacked mine. So hopefully we'll get in here and have a pot of gold waiting at the end of the rainbow for us. Stick with us. We're going to do the recovery here in a minute. Well, that was one of the most sickening things that can ever happen when you bow hunt. I don't know what happened if we just, the shot was just high enough and far enough forward. I think we might have got up in the loin area. That buck went and bedded down, pulled the arrow out, and pretty much stopped bleeding. We couldn't find anything, but we looked all over. I mean, we were checking draws everywhere, and honestly, I got a good enough look at that deer that was on that hilltop that I think that was him, and that buck was acting just fine, but you sure hate to think about it having a little bit of arrow in him, but they're tough animals, and I'm just going to have to let him sit for a while and wait a couple weeks or a week and maybe get back in there. If it's the same buck, I think he'll come back into his home, but it's a bad deal. It happens to bow hunters, but it's something you don't get to see very often. A lot of people don't show that. I'm very sick about it, and it's going to be hard to get over that.
Saw some of the best sign that I've seen yet. Up on that hill way over there's a doe and a buck. I am 99% sure that's the buck I shot up on the hill with that doe. He's really white racked. He's up on that skyline and I can see his frame perfectly. I'm just watching him with the binoculars, but I'm gonna get back in here in the morning because I think that's when they'll be coming back through here, but must have bedded out them draws anyway, but that's awesome. I'm just pumped to see that. So I'm not seeing him limping much either, if that's him. I mean, I'm almost positive it's him though, just by the way he looks. I mean, I'd bet money on it, so that's good.